Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to another video. My name is Dante, and today we are going to be going to Nissan. My check engine light is on, and it's not from it's not from because there's a problem with the engine. But however, there is a problem from what my scanner is saying. It's saying that the ignition coil should be replaced. So we're gonna go to Nissan and check all that out. Make sure that it's not nothing crazy. I don't have the tools to actually check it myself, so thankfully that's not a pricey, expensive fix. So that's the good side to it. Now if we go there and there's nothing wrong, I'm gonna be a little upset but a little happy at the same time, because it's like, I could have used that money for a modification for the car. But that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's hope it's nothing crazy. Let's hope this is one of the points where I really hope that my scanner that is sitting back there is wrong. I hope it's lying, so then I don't have to spend for something not, wrong with the car. That's the only thing that I'm really hoping for. That's what I really want and hoping for. So it's really dark right here. See, now it's much better, much better. When it first came on, not the check engine light, the ignition, it was telling me to get my ignition coils changed. I was like, I really hope you're lying.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did have a good weekend.
Good. Seems like finally the weather was great for everybody, right?
Yeah, I'm enjoying how beautiful it looks and how sunny it is. Alright, so I just got like a phone call for like a Zoom interview right now. Well, I kind of don't have a job, but we're getting ready to get one. So once that happens, then we can continue with more of the modifications for the car and everything like that, and doing crazy things. Well, okay, I take that back. Not crazy things, but doing more interesting things with the car. And honestly, I think the next modification that I want, I said it in the last video, I want an exhaust. But the one that I want is a little bit away. So for now, I will settle for either both the carbon fiber spoiler, which I've already found, and the cold air intakes. I can do both of those myself. But if I had to choose one first, I think I would have to choose the carbon fibers. No. I would actually choose the cold air intakes, actually, if I'm being 100% honest. So, first up is that, and then the spoiler. But, I mean, whichever one comes first, I'd still be happy. But I really wanted a new exhaust. The car doesn't sound horrible, though. From the last owner, he didn't do a full exhaust change or in installment. So what he did was he actually sorry, that was a little bit of debris on the road. But what he actually did was, I spoke about it a few videos ago, he straight piped a portion of the exhaust, if that makes any sense. I'm not exactly entire. Well, it's like the middle of it. I'm trying to explain it, not being fully awake, heading to Nissan, but the exhaust is still stock, the cats are still stock, but the middle area of it is not stock. I've been trying to say for the longest. I probably should get some food in me, shouldn't I? So I'm like a little bit more woke. I kind of rushed out the door this morning because I set my alarm for like 7 o'clock, and my alarm went off, but the volume was not up. I mean, it's not. I wanted to be like the first one there at Nissan today because I know that it probably will take them a little bit of time to actually get everything down. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I feel like there's going to be a bunch of people there, and I want to be first, like directly first. So there's that. But other than that, I really hope that my scanner is wrong. I'm going to keep saying that. I really hope my scanner is wrong, because if it's not wrong, I mean, it's not that expensive of a fix, right? So in like ignition coils, they don't really, depending on which ones you get, but the OEM ones are around like $70. So it's just the labor and the time that they're going to take to actually do all that. I mean, it shouldn't take them too long, right? Because it's like I could do that myself if I had the tools, but I don't. And that's one of the things that I will definitely be purchasing later on, sooner than that, if I'm being real. But other than that, we have this to deal with. Actually got to get over. That way to the right is to Nissan, the way that we need. We are not in that lane. But I don't want to go crazy on the car, because if my ignition coils are what's wrong, then I don't want to put that much strain on the car.
I just can't keep my mouth shut no longer. I'm really gonna give y'all a credit. Right now, like I do to your bitch, man. She said it's in the stomach, suppressing my anger so I do not kill ya. People annoying, so just what I'm taking. Drinking the drink, drowning myself in hard. The package is nothing that got me a mouthful. If you fuck with us, so you dead. I got personalities, all in man.
Over here. That's new. That is new. That building right there, that's new. That's Nissan. That's new. That's Nissan. Nothing much. I was
thinking about it. It's okay.
I was, but I was actually planning on coming up here sooner, but my phone alarm, it went off, but it wasn't loud.
It's okay.
My ringer was down.
I got you.
But today
What do we got going on?
we have, the engine scanner is telling me the ignition coil.
Okay.
And I wanted to bring it up here,
Okay.
see if you guys can see if that's really the
It's
problem.
the same thing. Realistically, if you got one that's going bad, you know the recommendation is going to be
Get all of them.
Get all of them. While you're there, you should probably also get your plugs done.
I could have sworn that was your desk.
Oh no.
Oh, you're good. Because I went back and looked at some paperwork, and I was like, huh? And then I listened to an actual stock 370Z, and it's extremely quiet.
Right.
So now I understand what you guys were saying on the paper, because someone had pointed out, I was like, that's not stock, buddy.
Right.
And I was like, oh. Well, damn.
Right. For you.
All right.
You gonna hang out for a little bit?
Yeah. Now, quick question.
What's up?
Was that fan here the last time?
Oh, that fan's been here since like the summer before last.
Really?
Can we get that car moved?
Yeah, we're about to move in now.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to.
As long as they don't drop nothing on my car. They're working on the car. Well, they're not working. They're getting ready to take it back. I didn't want to do it out there because I don't want a big camera or medium-sized camera. But actually, I had to come in and use the bathroom anyway. So this is the bathroom. I'm not going to show you the bathroom. I was getting ready to. All right, you guys get that? I didn't get all of what he was saying, but I got the the end portion of it. So essentially, like I was telling you guys, the welding on the exhaust is kind of weird and it's throwing off the car. So essentially, I went in today because the check engine light had came on and it flashed for like 2 whole minutes, but then it stopped. It's done it before, and every time I take it in, it's still the same problem. It's the exhaust and how the owner did the exhaust. And so he was saying that bank or cylinders I'm tripping. It's cylinders 1, 3, and 6. Or is it 2? I think it's 2, 4, and 6. I would look at the paper, but I'm driving. But it's 3 of the cylinders all on bank 2 side, and essentially it could be the exhaust, it could be the injection coils, spark plugs. I could get those things. I mean, there's 6 cylinders or 6 coils, and all those are around $226 a piece. So the total of that would actually go up to like 1,500, what it was saying. And then the spark plugs, of course, the spark plugs are the cheapest ones, $36. And it was like, really? So he was also saying if I was to go do that, get my ignition coils fixed, don't go aftermarket. I probably would listen to him for now, but if I want, you know, the improved, faster 370Z, those would have to be aftermarket. Something that's not stock, I guess. But I mean, the car doesn't perform less than what it is. It still performs like it's at 100%. But he also said if this problem stays the way that it is, then there's a chance that some of that could eat at the engine's performance, and then at some point I would need a new motor if I don't ever address it. But we know the problem is the exhaust, so we're going to have to start with oh my gosh, little Golf GTI. But I mean, we're going to have to start with the exhaust. So there's that. So I think instead of the plans that I currently have for this vehicle, we're going to stop that, and we're going to get an exhaust. So you guys should be expecting an exhaust coming, being thrown on. They were saying that if I buy the exhaust, they would put it on, but I mean, yeah, that's cool and all, but me personally, I wanna put it on myself. Not put it on myself. Well, I want to put it on myself, but I also have a friend who has a friend who had a 370Z, but now has a GTR, and that person said he would help me when I get a new exhaust, and that's probably the route that I'm going to take, because I feel like I know for a fact if I get Nissan to do it, the actual dealership, no offense to Nissan, I'm sure it's going to be a price tag. And if I could just buy the exhaust and just throw it on, and no extra cost after that, having labor and people do it. I mean, yes, they would put it on and I wouldn't have to worry about anything, but at a standpoint, it would be much more fun and much more rewarding if I do it myself with a friend of mine who knows exactly what they're doing and has the space to put it on. So that's the route I'm going to go. Buy the exhaust, go to the friend, and then put on the magic. So, and then I can make a little video for you guys out of it. You guys get to see the process of this exhaust to the aftermarket exhaust. that's actually gonna be pretty entertaining, pretty fun. Because I've always wanted, that was like, as soon as I bought this car, that's the one thing that I wanted to do with the car, is get aftermarket exhaust, maybe NVIDIA, maybe Valvetronic. But at that point, I was like, well, the car's not here yet, so I'm not gonna really look into it. The car got here, and I was like, okay, we're looking at Z1 Motorsports for exhaust. We're looking at Valvetronic for exhaust. So, me personally, there's still 2 exhausts that I would want on this. That's the Valvetronic one, and I'm kind of tied between the NVIDIA and also the catback. So those are the 2 that I would actually choose, because they're not $2,000 like Valvetronic. Now, don't get me wrong, the Valvetronic one sounds gorgeous. It sounds amazing. That's going to be like one later on down the line. And plus, when I get an NVIDIA or catback and I decide, hey, let's upgrade up, I can just sell that one, get money back from it, you know? So, yeah. So the goal is get the exhaust, NVIDIA or catback. It depends on, I'm gonna listen to both again, over and over and over again on repeat. So I can choose that way, because right now they both sound amazing. And I think because I saw NVIDIA first, or NVIDIA second, that's kind of the route that I wanted to go towards. But I want to make sure the car sounds immaculate. It needs to sound perfect. It needs to sound magical. So it's going to sound magical when I get Valvetronic exhaust. But I hope you guys, this was kind of a random video I threw together. I was leaving, I was like, should I record? I'm gonna record. Plus, I don't mind like sharing updates on the channel, since the channel is like related to the car. So, but let's all cross our fingers. I'm gonna get it, and you guys are gonna just be there for the ride. All right, you guys. So it's cylinder. Let me just look at the paper. 1, 3, and 5, because there's 6 cylinders in a 370Z. And on this paper, it says cylinder 1, 3, and 5 are only recorded to be misfiring. So, opposed to that, you also got the exhaust, which has, what did it say? The exhaust leak, and code P2097. But that code is for fuel is too rich, but that's not the case. So why could that be the possible code of being thrown? Well, the exhaust. Pretty much everything that is popping up with this car as far as check engine light is the exhaust, and how weird the exhaust is welded on, along with how that one piece of exhaust, the Y pipe, is the only thing that's changed on it, connecting to the mufflers and the cats. So there's nothing wrong with the engine, but I did ask him if I kept that problem going on for so long, would it damage the engine? Yes and no. He didn't give me a straight answer, but yes and no. Yes, it would, if left unchecked for too long. And me personally, I think it's already been too long. So we're getting an exhaust fairly soon. Or we could trade this car, right? Nice 370Z for that. We're going to trade the 370Z for a Malibu. Would you guys still watch? Trading my 370Z for a Malibu is the best decision that I can do, because I don't want to deal with the problems of this vehicle. So that's what we're going to do today, which is why we're at a car lot. We're here to trade the 370Z. If you you can't tell, I'm joking. I'm not trading my 370Z for a shitty Malibu. Come on now. Don't get me wrong, Malibu is it's decent, but I'm not gonna do that. Time skip. Look at that. You guys don't know what time of day it is outside, but here, let's give you guys a little run on what time it is outside. There it is, the 370Z. What did that look like for you guys? Is that horrible? Is that better? But that's gonna wrap this video up for this video. But I have things planned coming for the 370Z. Don't worry, that check engine light is not gonna be there for not much longer. But if you die that, oh my gosh, I'm just messing up everywhere. Should I leave that in? I'm gonna leave that in. I'm gonna leave that in. It'll show how much. I'm gonna leave it in. It'll show how much editing that sometimes I just don't want to edit out. You gotta see the blooper of me, I guess. But with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, notification bell, then you'll know when I post either a video or a short. You guys will see it, okay? But as I always say, stay happy, stay experts, and as always, stay drivers. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Caution, I'm not certain. Different diabolical thoughts. I know love steady coming from my mouth. I'm toxic. When the poison fuck me up, I'm addicted. Caution, I'm not certain. Different diabolical thoughts. I know love steady coming from my mouth. I'm toxic.
And as always, stay gamers. I said gamers. It's my own outro.